So this is video number 3, and we were able to see some of the main things here. The first video that I showcased to you was the fact that you have fields of individuals directly out here who had a problem with the black male teacher deciding that he wanted to allow his female students to take down his hair, help him take down his hair. And this was during downtime after the classwork was already completed. And when I released that video, along with reading through the comments, you had a lot of people trying to bring up a certain narrative, like, "Oh, what about the parents? What about the parents? Did the parents know?" And this, that, and the third. And we're going to get directly into that with the teacher's response video here. And then in the second video that I brought directly to you guys, it showcased the fact that the teacher has done other reactionary videos because somebody wanted to try to bring up on a flimsy argument, trying to state that, oh, there's a pattern here, right? Trying to, quote unquote, substantiate something. And in that video, you saw him react directly to a individual, again, for all intents and purposes, looking at TikTok. And on top of the fact that the person here was wearing a mask, you can't directly tell who the individual is, right? So he did a reaction off of what it is that the person stated, stating that they only mess with guys who are emo. He did a stitch, did a reaction, right, to Panic at the Discos. Haven't you people ever heard of? Closing the gosh darn door, right? So people tried to use that as a argument or try to substantiate that he's this type of guy that's directly doing this. And, there are patterns, and this has been going on for years and years and years and years and years. So in the two videos that I'm going to provide for you, we're going to listen to both of them. And after each one, I'm going to give my analysis or replies directly about that video.
No way you're still embarrassing yourself online. I'm gonna make you look foolish for a second time. You bet your ass I let my students paint my nails before. The student that you see in this video has goals and aspirations to be a nail tech. Not only does she do nails, she does hair, makeup, she's a dancer, super intelligent. She's pretty much a jack of all trades. Since that's the homie, she came up and saw my nails looking a little rough, and she decided she wanted to give me a fresh, clear coat. And just to add this in there, right before this video, my students took a standardized, like one of those state tests. And typically after state testing, I let the students chill because who the hell wants to do work after, all morning sitting at a desk taking a test? Not only was this moment captured during our downtime, because I'm not just like, hey, we're not going to learn science today. I actually have to get my nails done. So all you just watch me because, that would be dumb. Her guardians are well aware of this. Her mom literally watches my videos all the time. Not only does she love my content, but she signed a media release form for her daughter so she can be in my videos. Y'all men are literally telling her yourselves in the comments. Why are y'all projecting your weird ass energy? Just because you're messed up in the head doesn't mean everyone else is. This is a future nail tech right here. So if she sees my hands looking rough and want to give me a fresh top coat, I'm going to let her do her thing every flipping time. If you know middle school girls, I won't even just say middle school, I say high school too. If you know middle school and high school girls, you know that they're all hairstylists, makeup artists, so on and so forth. A lot of them actually do hair for money on the side. So if I need my hair taken out and my school's hairstylists are willing to do it, I'm going to let them do their thing every single time. It's not like they were held at gunpoint and forced to do this. They wanted to help me. It's not like we were alone in the classroom and I was getting my feet rubbed while I was getting my hair taken out by minors. We're in a room full of students with a camera pointed directly at us, protecting not only myself, but my students as well. I support my students in everything they do, whether it's hair, nails, art, or staying late after school because my students wanted to work on their soccer skills because one day they're going to be playing in the league. We got to stop projecting our own insecurities and weird ways of thinking onto other people who are doing nothing but positive things in the world. Of all the screwed up things going on in the world today, you're coming at a teacher who's doing nothing but impacting the lives of the youth, doing nothing but making these kids excited to come to school every day. You literally have teachers out here that are struggling to get their students into the building, let alone their class. I literally have to kick kids out of my classroom. Literally at the end of the day, I have to kick them out of my class because they don't want to leave. All throughout the day while I'm teaching a class, I got students coming from other classes trying to be in my room. Find something better and more productive to do with your time. Judging from the fact that you made a fool out of yourself several times in the comment section leads me to believe that you still got a lot of unpacking to do. So you should probably go sit on someone's couch, or even, like we're doing in this video, go touch some grass. Probably do you some good. Take care.
So for the umpteenth time now, this teacher has had to come out and directly defend himself in a video format and also showcasing the exact same thing again. So you see him directly on camera, allowing one of the female students to do his nails. Now, like I said before, this is going to be the funniest thing, right? So now what the optic is going to be is going to go from a whole aspect of like, oh, this man shouldn't be allowing these young girls to sit up there and play in his hair, to then people now again going to switch it to be like, oh, his sexuality, this is a problem. Look at how this basically, what is he basically teaching the young boys, and all, like I said before, people are going to try to find a problem any which way. Any which way it goes, people are going to try to find a problem. If you got a black man out here that is a teacher and he's like, yeah, I don't want to teach black kids, that's a problem. If you got a black teacher out here that's like, you know what, I'm just here for the check, I don't care about your kids, that's a problem. If you got a black teacher out here that is actually involved with the students, and the students are like, hey, we really want to, be in Mr. So-and-so's class because he's actually a great teacher. We can see that he's a great teacher because obviously nobody else cares about us. Obviously, that's a problem because that means that, oh, he's too far involved. There's something nefarious going up. There's some criminal. Somebody needs to do some research. That means that he's after all the kids. He's going after all of them. He sat up there and groomed all of them. This is what happened. Right? People are literally foaming at the mouth on social media about this black male teacher, right? So I originally had two comments that I was going to post, but obviously there's one because somebody wrote something and then they decided that they wanted to delete it directly off the page. I'm like, you're so blessed because I had time and I was going to highlight you directly on this channel in this video. But we got one left. And this person said, this doesn't have anything to do with whether he is black or not. This was something extremely inappropriate. There are boundaries. Y'all are too trusting of others. First of all, I need to know if you're black or white. I just need to know. Because number one, if you're Caucasian, I need you to stay directly out of this conversation because this has very little to nothing to do with you at all. Because I have covered your men multitudes of times and also got the FBI stats to prove that your men, more than anybody else on the face of North America, are the main ones who decide that they want to proactively go directly after the students. So it's not even up for debate. It's not even a conversation. So we can start there. So again, if you got a problem, go look at your own men first. Right? Now, if you just so happen to be a black woman, we got another problem. Because 9 times out of 10, guess what? A lot of women like to say in the community, hey, black men like to run away from their responsibilities. Black men don't want to step up. They don't want to take care of somebody else's kids. They don't want to be a stepfather. They don't want to marry a woman with kids. Right? All of that stuff. So you have a man here that has an education, that took the education, and then decided to actually apply it by being within the school system, probably, I'm guessing maybe within the area of which he lives or what have you. And he is literally spending time with the students. The students are doing great in his class. From everything that he is stating, the students are passing in his class. And when it is that they're taking these hard tests or whatnot, whatever, he lets them have downtime, like he stated before. For the male students, hey, they want to go out there and play basketball. They want to, throw darts or whatnot or whatever. For the girls, they're doing whatever it is that girls normally do. And one of those things is nails, right? One of those things is hair. The funniest thing is, I want to state, I think the teacher that I had, it was a math teacher a while ago that I had in high school. It was one specific time that I remember that we did not have a lot of work. I think it was around like the end of the year. And everybody got done with their assignments, or maybe we just came in and we just didn't have anything to do. She just allowed us to have a free hour while she was going through grading papers or whatnot, whatever. During that time, she allowed the girls to paint her nails. Now, remember, everybody stated that when it's a teaching profession, there needs to be boundaries, because the moment in time that there's not boundaries, it cracks the door open for anything and everything to happen. But I promise you, if I had video or I was able to showcase a picture or whatnot, no woman online would react the exact same way that they're reacting to this man. No woman would sit up there and perceive that as a threat, perceive that as a warning, perceive that as a red flag. Why? Because it's a woman, and automatically women would never do anything like that to a child because women are nurturing, women are caring. Even though I've covered tons of stories of female teachers that have gone directly after students. But like I said before, the funniest thing is when I look at the comment section when it deals with this black male teacher, I receive far more comments on these videos, or at least one, than I have on the abundance of other videos that I've done on teachers who are not black. And I'm like, that's interesting. It fits right into what I've always stated before, that a lot of black people have so much to say about their own and so little to say about other people, even when the actual proof is out there. Mum is the word. Nobody's saying nothing. But the moment of time that the face of a supposed something, of an alleged something, right? Suppose when the face is a black man, magically everybody got their mouth open. It's a conversation piece. Everybody wants to say something negative. Everybody wants this dude to, lose his job and all of these other things. There's going to be another video that I'm going to post after this, and it's going to get way worse with some of the comments, because I made sure to capture those. Way worse with some of the comments that people decided to leave, but that's for a whole different video. So now we're going to look at video number 2 and see what he has to say.
Yeah, let's go ahead and start clearing some people. Start off with this gentleman right here. You're letting your daughters play in a grown man's head. God forbid I had kids, but if I had a daughter with a teacher like myself, with a good heart, good spirit, sound mind, no, I would not mind if they took his hair out. That's what little girls like to do. They like to do hair and do nails and makeup. I have 5 little sisters. You bet your ass I done had a wig on my head before, had a whole lace front. I done got my nails painted, eyebrows done. Bro, this is what they do. As a father, I would even let my daughter do those things. Like if she wanted to paint my nails pink, or freaking put a wig on me, or do my hair, or put makeup on me, I'm going to do every single one of those things. You know why? Because I'm secure in my masculinity. That's one thing that I think is stumping a lot of guys, a lot of grown men today, is they are not secure with themselves, and they project their own insecurities onto others. Everything doesn't have to be weird. It's even the way you worded this question. Read this. You letting your daughters play in a grown man's head. Do you see how you're already trying to spin that? That's very telling of what you have going on upstairs. We as a people have to abandon this idea of, sexual intimacy being tied with getting your hair done. People have this view because typically you're intimate in a sexual manner with someone who does your hair. Automatically, this whole hair video is going to cause some people to be like, oh, where's that? That's weird. But again, it's very telling of your own state of mind. For you to watch a video like that, literally had the camera set up, protect myself, protect my students. Y'all can see there's nothing suggestive going on. It's like family, it's like community, as people were saying in the chat. This is simply a wholesome, innocent, community-oriented activity. As people mentioned, hair is very important in Black culture. We connect and we bond through our hair. And just like I said, little girls love to do hair. Bro, they jumped at the opportunity to help take my hair out and showcase their skills, their talents, and their abilities. Because a lot of them, they do hair. They got little side hustles. They do nails. They do nails, hair, and tracks. What's up? And I'm going to support Black business and support my students every time. Every time. Someone also mentioned, I would love to see some of your guy BFFs in the video instead of just your girl. Bro, do you actually think middle school boys are trying to help their male teacher take his hair out? My sister, what? You only saw girls taking out my hair because only girls wanted to do that. No guys were like, oh, Mr. White, can you pick? I want to take your braids out. Bro, middle school boys are not on that. They was on the basketball court. They were on the dartboard. They weren't worried about my hair. I think of some other things people were saying in the comments. Oh, this is so unprofessional. What if visitors come into the school? What does the administration think? Where's the admin? What about the parents? What do they think? Haha. Oh, this is how it starts. They start doing stuff like this just to get comfortable, and then they start trying more. I hate the fact that simply because there are incidences of teachers taking advantage of minors, that there's just this like view that, oh, all teachers are on that type time just because of their close-knit relationships with their students. Not all teachers are sick in the head trying to go after minors. Even if it isn't the teacher, what if the girl is trying to make a move? Bro, I'm rooted enough in my morals and ethics that in the rare case a student does overstep the boundaries that's there, because people are saying, oh, there's no boundaries because he was getting his hair done. Bro, I got boundaries. You need to have boundaries just as a human, but hair, bro, it's hair. But in the rare case a student does overstep a boundary, it is my duty, it is my obligation to correct the behavior. Again, not all teachers are trying to take advantage. As I mentioned in the video, I don't have kids of my own, so my students are literally my children. I love these kids as if they were my own. The very last thing I want to do to my children is take advantage of them and harm them in any way. That's not what we're going for. That's not why I'm a teacher. People are saying like, oh, you ain't got to defend yourself against. I mean, I know I don't, but I still got to put my 2 cents in. Because if you've been following me, you've seen or just scrolled through a few of my videos, you can see, like, me personally, my bullshit meter or my creep or weirdo meter or radar is like dialed in. I can spot fake ass energy or a creep ass dude from a mile away. Energy never lies. So the real no. Not only is my creep radar dialed in, these girls, their radars are also dialed in. They're all just not these clueless girls running around with their, like, heads or chicken with their heads cut off. If they get any weird ass vibes from anybody, especially a grown man, they're going to keep their distance every time. I've literally experienced this, seen some of my students do this very thing. If they feel like you're a creep, bro, they're not getting close to you. They're not going to talk to you, let alone take your hair out. As far as it being unprofessional, I can see that a little bit. Oh, what if they were visitors? Bro, it was a Friday. At the end of the day, 10 minutes before dismissal time. Work is done for the week. Work is done for the day. Fridays are usually our chill days. If they work and do what they're supposed to do Monday through Thursday, Friday I usually give them a day where they could just chill. But we didn't chill this Friday. We did presentations. And then after, I said if they did a good job, we can chill. And during that time, right before dismissal, I was going to get my hair taken out. What else did I miss? Oh, admin, parents, well aware of my social media presence. They're well aware of they love my content. My principal is constantly talking about my videos, even in staff meetings. Oh, this is the viral guy. This is TikTok. He's going viral every time, all the time. Parents, every time they see me, Mr. White, you're like a comedian. I love your videos. Most of the students you see in my videos, their parents literally signed media release forms so they could be in my TikTok and in my Instagram videos.
So that last part, I'm hoping that people actually heard that. He stated that both the principal, other teachers knew, the parents knew, the students know, and also the students that were directly in his videos, the parents knew, and they also signed media release forms in order to allow them to be directly on his social media. So for, again, a lot of people are up here making these theories. Oh, what about the parents? Did the parents know? Did the parents know? Did the parents know? Did the school know? Did the school know? Did the school know? Yeah. Everybody knew. So now what the argument is? Oh, that's right. You're gonna go back to the same thing. Oh well, I still disagree, and this is just a gateway, and I still don't believe him. I still think he's up to something nefarious. He's still up to something no good. I can see it. I can just sense it. And then the most interesting thing that I've noticed is that you have a lot of people. Some of them, if you allow them to talk long enough, they will let you know that they have been through some things as a child. And again, my condolences. But just because you've been through it doesn't mean that another child is going to sit up there and go through the exact same thing that you went through. Just because somebody did that to you does not specifically mean that the next guy that you see is going to be the exact same person who decided to do whatever it is that they did to you. So this is what he's talking about when people are projecting certain types of things directly on him, things that are unneeded. Because the same exact thing, like I said, all of these think pieces and these theses and all of these reports that people are writing, why don't I ever see this underneath the teachers that you have proof, 100% proof, infallible proof, evidence, concrete, where they're going to court? Why don't I ever hear all of these same words? People are never running their mouth. People are never having the same energy. Like I said, for me, whenever I do this content, I would love for people to keep the same energy every single time. Always be on 100. Always be there. Because it makes no sense that if you see the face of a black man, oh, now you want to sit up there and be on 10. But then when you see the faces of other people, you don't got nothing to say. Then you turn around and it's like, oh, well, it's not my community. It's not this. It's not that. All this. Huh? Nah. No, 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 no. Don't have only something to say negative when it's a black man. Say it about everybody. Have that exact same energy. Be consistent. Because the thing I'm realizing is that when a lot of people show that type of inconsistency, that also means that they're very much that same inconsistent person in real life. So this is why people decide to, do the things that they decide to do, or try to project a certain personality in the comment sections when it deals with social media. Like I said, it's crazy. And then on top of that, to also see black men, out of all people, to see black men literally trying to condemn this guy. When I'm just going to sit up there and be honest, and I'm not going by stats or anything like that. I'm just going to go by the conversations that I've had from when I was younger to now. So I'm going with the conversations that I've had from kids in middle school, high school, and then everybody grown up, going through the 20s. A lot of y'all, in a sense, don't even spend time with the kids. And I'm just talking about from the experiences that I've been able to understand from other people that I was specifically able to talk to. I'm not sitting up there, talking about, oh yeah, the whole community and that. I'm not doing that. So again, before you decide to get all up in arms and angry, I need you to actually pay attention. From the people that I was able to talk to, you got ones out here that ain't really spending time with their kids. You especially ain't spending time directly with your daughters, right? So I'm a little bit confused on how a lot of guys out here feel like they have the right to be so opinionated when they opt themselves not to want to take care of their kids, when they opt to be out of the lives of the kids of their supposed girlfriend, fiance, or wife that came directly from another man. You opt to be out of the lives of the children in your family because you're like, well, that's not my responsibility. I'm not going to sit up there and do this. But then because you're technically the protection, the only one left to actually protect them, and they don't have no protective wall, now you got a whole bunch of stuff happening. So I'm a little bit confused on how it is that I see a lot of black men online leaving such comments when you opt not to actually protect the kids that are directly out here in your family from any and all dangers, when you have the opportunity and the option to sit up there and do so. But yet you neglect that, but now you want to sit up there and stand up, have your chest out. You want to be big and bad like Superman, and you want to be like, oh, this couldn't be mine, and I wouldn't sit up there and, oh, really? Let's go through your family and figure out how many kids in your family have had that touchy-feely uncle. Let's see. And what specifically did you do about that? Nothing. What about that aunt that was sitting up there scoping out a lot of the young boys directly at the barbecue? What were you sitting up there doing in that conversation when you found out about that? When you heard about that? Nothing. So I'm just trying to figure out, because the reason I'm stating this is because, for a fact, if a lot of black men actually knew about this, I would expect the response to be something that somebody's going to get locked up for. But if I, just so happen to look out here, guess what? Nobody's really getting locked up for that. So we can pretty much guesstimate what's taking place, that things are being allowed to slide. But the moment of time you see something on social media and you don't have any valid information, any valid proof, you got the man consistently coming out here showing his face. He's not hiding from nothing. He's coming out here vocally showing his face. He's describing everything that took place, filming everything that's taken place, voicing over every single thing that's taken place. And no matter what he says or does, people are still trying to paint him as the enemy. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. But like I said, it's going to get worse because there's going to be another video, and we're going to sit up there and upload that. And I'm just going to sit up there and safely say, if I was a whole different person, I would really start going in and tearing down people. looking at a lot of the profiles of people that want to speak negatively or try to insinuate certain things without proof. Again, I'm going to reinstate this again. I want to be very clear. People are trying to insinuate things that they have no valid evidence or proof directly of, right? And when you sit up there and see some of these people, I'm like, you don't got no room to talk because you looking pretty questionable yourself. But like I said, it is what it is. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.